the brain-dead American president, the war criminal, the killer of more than 40,000 innocent, unarmed Palestinians, including babies, women, children. I'm talking about Joe Biden. He's decided not to seek re-election. So good sense has prevailed on him, and I don't think anybody is going to miss him purely for the way he has conducted himself, given blindly supporting a genocidal regime of Israel and having absolutely no remorse about it. So I don't think anybody is going to miss him. So good riddance. Anyway, coming back to the topic which has caught my attention is the decision to withdraw its advertisement featuring American Palestinian model Bella Hadid by Adidas. I think that has really shocked everybody. It's not about Adidas making a decision which is going to impact a model. I mean, that's not the issue here. The issue is that Adidas has decided to conduct itself in such a shameful manner just because the model in question happens to be a critic of Israel's genocide. So what is the issue here? Issue is that Adidas relaunched its model of sneakers from 1972 Olympics, and just before the Paris Olympics, which is going to start in a few days' time. And it hired several models. One of them was Bella Hadid, who is of Palestinian origin and has been quite vocal in her criticism for Israel's genocidal campaign in Gaza. Now, Bella Hadid, being one of the models, did not go down well with the supporters of Israel's genocidal regime, and particularly ADL, which is Anti-Defamation League, a Zionist lobby group based in America, which reacted very angrily and demanded that Bella Hadid be dropped and Adidas must apologize. Adidas did that swiftly. It dropped Bella Hadid. It deleted all its advertisements from all its social media platforms that featured Bella Hadid, because other models continue to feature on its website and social media pages, but Bella Hadid has disappeared. And Adidas has also issued an apology, which is quite interesting. The apology says, we are conscious that connections have been made to tragic historical events, though these are completely unintentional, and we apologize for any upset or distress caused. As a result, we are revising the remainder of the campaign. So Adidas is apologetic for having hired Bella Hadid for this campaign. Now, this is where it becomes quite dangerous and quite alarming that a company, a brand that is globally renowned, and people from all faiths, all background, they use that. I have a family of 6 individuals, and we have been using Adidas brand for many years. And I think for Adidas to so shamelessly align with the Zionist group, that is what has concerned me the most. So Adidas is not dropping Bella Hadid or apologizing to Israel because Bella Hadid made some anti-Semitic comments or made some really abhorrent comments in the past. It has decided to resort to this despicable action because Bella Hadid has criticized the slaughtering of innocent children. A brand like Adidas has apologized to Zionist group for hiring a model because that model expressed her displeasure on the slaughtering of innocent children, innocent women, innocent unarmed people in Gaza. So essentially what Adidas is saying is that how dare you criticize the murder of innocent civilians? How dare you criticize the slaughtering and butchering of innocent women and children and babies? This decision clearly says that Adidas is disturbed by any criticism for genocide. So in other words, Adidas is supporting genocide. Otherwise, what are you apologizing here for? So That is quite a dangerous development for a brand like Adidas to say that it is disturbed by any criticism for genocide. Clearly, for last several days, boycott Adidas has been trending, and I support that. We have decided as a family not to buy Adidas products ever, ever. Look, I mean, we are in 2024, okay? I mean, gone are the days when brands like Adidas and other Zionist supporting brands, can get away by supporting Israel. No more. We have seen what has happened to Starbucks. We have seen what happened to McDonald's. We have seen what happens to KFC and other Johnson and Johnson and Zara. We have seen that. I mean, ever since I was able to afford a cup of coffee, I only drank Starbucks until 7th of October 2023, when I decided that enough is enough, and I said goodbye to Starbucks. And not for a day I have missed that brand. We have stopped buying products from McDonald's. We have stopped buying all those products who are remotely connected to Israel's genocidal regime. And Adidas is now one of those brands. Adidas should have realized, should have seen that the impact, the adverse impact those boycotts have had on those brands. And Adidas is going to be no different. The consumers have multiple choices these days. There is this fallacy that only Muslims are going to boycott Adidas. I think you only have to look at the politics of America and politics of the Western world, and the protest group and the kind of people who have joined those protest groups, whether it's the university encampment or the street protest, that have been a feature of British and American politics in the last 10 months. You will see that these protests are not confined to just Muslims. America in particular, you look at the young demographic, cutting across the ethnic and religious divide. They have been so vocal in their criticism for Israel and what is happening in Gaza and West Bank. I mean, there are social media platforms like Twitter and Facebook and Instagram who have openly sided with Israel. You don't expect anything different from them when they are run by Islamophobes and bigots like Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg. You don't expect any neutrality from them. But then one platform which has been neutral and which has given a space for anti-Israeli voices, which is TikTok, it's not a coincidence that that platform is facing a call for ban, both in America and in the UK. That just shows the power of those anti-Israeli voices emerging from the youth, both in America and the UK, from this platform. So Adidas must realize that it's not just a group of Muslims who are going to boycott. It's a broad range of young population across the world who this brand has upset. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so, because that's one of the many ways you can support independent journalism. God bless you all.